just touching back on what I said, G7. Now, when it comes to these clubs, the union, the police, now $5 million my team have worked out has been paid to these people over the 9 years, well, let's just say the 7 years, to trying to destroy me and my family. Because there's a bigger sum of money involved. So they all invested, but a lot of that money, that $5 million, was my money that they'd already taken out of this trust fund. Now, they've been taking this money for 3 decades, I've gathered. It was left to me in 1989. I think I was 16. I'm 58 years of age. So if it wasn't for this legal action on my motel, this would never have been found out. So the silly buggers, instead of, when I bought the business, leaving sleeping dogs lie, they thought they'd destroy my business because they didn't want me having anything. They didn't want me having a relationship. I don't even know these people. But these people are from my own hometown and then surrounding areas. Now, I don't really know them that well. But this is what's going on. So all this money, now they're trying to get together and trying to make me an offer. There's no way I'll take an offer. This goes all the way to court. So, because I'll be suing the pants off them all. They're getting bank accounts frozen. They're getting cars taken off them just for gang stalking. If they keep coming and they're told to lay off, and they keep coming, my legal team take their cars off them. And then the cop goes out and gives them money or lends them other cars, so they get their cars taken off them. These silly pricks don't learn. Now, as I said, they're still trying to go for my account. They're watching my stuff. My phones are hacked. My computers are hacked. They listen in. Now, I haven't got a problem because when they're following me, they're getting followed. Now, I put my car in to get fixed at a workshop. All they did to my car is made it worse and put an air tag and a camera in it. Now, my legal team didn't take it out. You want to know why? Because they wanted to follow them following me. So they had the proof of what they were doing. They're pretty smart, my legal team, eh? They can't be fooled. They know every little trick in the book. Now, this cult think they've only been watched for the last 8 months since I've been here. Oh, no. They've been watching your graveyard spells, all these people you've been getting involved in, these rituals where you're sacrificing animals, cats, dogs, goats. You're going to pay for it. You'll go to jail for a fair swag of time just for being cruel to animals, I'm telling you. If animal aid, all that gets hold of you, you're buggered on that one. The sick things, now these people meet up at motels and have big gangbangs, same sex. Now they're passing around STDs in this hometown. Now I'm going back to the 90s, there was 16 cases of AIDS in my hometown. Well, I can only imagine now how many cases there is with all this lot doing what they're doing. They're all passing around STDs. We've got, like I said, you've got police sleeping with these people in motels, having their little get-together parties, hiring out the whole motel with my money that they have stolen. Now, I am suing them individually, and then I'm suing the government for a lack of care on their behalf. They've known about this, but they've done nothing about it. Apparently, they've had been doing shit to me since I was a kid. I don't understand it. I was taken as a child and put in this cot. My mother was, how do we say it, unalived, or whatever you want to say. I don't know. I'm starting to just find out all this now, that the people I'm with aren't even my real family. So there's a lot to come out. My team have drip feeding me with information, because if I had gone to court this would have been an overload. This would have been too much for me to cope with. I'm not talking about the money, the stolen inheritance. I'm talking about all the other crap to do with family and my own family stuffing me over for money, trying to poison me. That's, you know what? It's hard to believe. But as I said to this lady the other day, I hired my team to do a job. And as much as I don't want my family being implicated in this, they're going to do their job and I'm not stepping in. So don't ring me for bail, don't ring me for nothing, because I'm not going against all the good work that they've done to deal with this crap. So, yeah, so this cult is on borrowed time, it's going down. I had a heap of property left to me, and it was in a really good area, let's just say. And it was worth a swag of money. Now they're built on it. They've gone into business with some company. They're building some display homes and whatnots on it, and a bar and stuff. Well, that's my land. So anything that you've built on that land is now mine. So I'll be taking it all back. Now, this money, like I said, there was money left. When I was a kid, there was money put in IBN shares in the 80s. So you can imagine what they'd be worth today. Now, these people have known about this account, and you can't take the actual shares out of the bank. You can only take the interest that money's making. So they've been living off this interest for 30 years, this town, building all manner of shit, doing renovations to their church. Now, this church mob is the cult. Now, as I said, they go to church every Sunday and they make out that they're well-to-do in the town and all the rest of it, but sun comes down, they're down in the dungeons doing their evil shit. Now, look, I'm a believer of the Lord, I always have been, but I don't have to go to church to do my praying. I do it within, and I try and live a good life. That's how I do mine and run my deal. These people are evil, and all this evil shit's going to be brought to light. You can't go to church, bash the Bible, and then do your evil shit overnight. Now, they're tampering with their own children. They're putting other children on the dark web. That's why I can't mention the name of the cult. I'm going to implicate myself if I do, and I can't do that. I can't undo all the hard work my legal team's been doing. They'll be allowed to do all that at the end of the day. It'll come out in the documentary. But these are some really nasty people, and they're in high up positions, judges, in government, police. Yeah. So it's, as you can imagine, it hasn't been an easy job for my legal team. It's been damn hard. I've been told off a couple of times. When I told you I had those 3 calls, one of them was to have a go at me because I sort of did something I shouldn't have. Nothing real bad, but I think the bloke that told the actual boss blew it out a little bit because I think he might have got involved. But anyway, I took it on the chin. It wasn't a very nice conversation that was sent to my daughter, and she relayed it to me because I was driving. But they were dealing with one of the biggest companies in Victoria, which is Melbourne, Australia. Victoria's a state. So out of those 3 phone calls, yeah, one was to blast me. The other 2 was fairly good. But yeah, it's been a horrible deal, and we will prevail at the end of this. This is going to finish, and it's going to finish real soon. So yeah, don't take the last videos I did as that being me. I got upset. As I said, this is hard to talk about without swearing and throwing profanities in and all the rest of it. I've dealt with this a long time. I was dealing with this on my own from 2001 till 2017, and then that's when my team come along. So, like I said, it was hard to let go. I let go. I give them the reins, and they haven't disappointed me. They've been good. But anyway, I'll keep you, up to date with what's going on, and hopefully soon it's going to go to court within the next couple of months and get dealt with. They said this will make the news worldwide. This is a huge RICO case. We're talking hundreds of people involved with unions, clubs, hospitals, police, cults, just no good criminals in the hometown, and in every other town I've lived in, they've got every low life in that town to try and gang stalk me and stand over me, but it hasn't worked. But it'll all come out, and I know it's hard to believe, sitting on the other end of this listening to me gabble on, but I'm telling you, it's 110% true, and it will come out. And I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't going to be getting dealt with and being on the news, and that there wasn't going to be a documentary made. They want me to write a book. Well, that'll come. All I want is this to end, and I want a break. I want a month's break without having to think about this stuff. I just want a month's break. I think since 2001 I deserve a month's break, and that's what I want. Just to have peace for that month would be bliss. But anyway, love yous all. I love the support you give each other, and keep standing tall. G7.